What's up guys, welcome to the second episode of my NFL playthrough using a team of Olympic sprinters. So in the first game here we're up against our division rivals, the Houston Texans, and we get a pick six to start off the game. LeSean Merritt running that one back in, and then on the second drive, two consecutive drive, we get interceptions there, followed by another run-in touchdown. Noah Lyles with that one, it's his second of the season. And then we're getting to Deshaun Watson there, putting pressure on him. But they do still keep that drive alive. And that's an amazing catch there to take it to the 1 yard line. And they just run it in pretty easy, which we couldn't stop. But we do still have a 9-point advantage. Now we're looking to build something decent here on this drive. But I thought he was going to get around that defender. So I threw it, thinking by the time the ball got to him he'd be free, but it didn't work out that way. And then we have some atrocious tackling, not well timed, so they get a touchdown to bring it back to a 2-point difference. And now that was actually a lovely throw there out of the sack and a nice reception. Then we get another nice catch. Sometimes we can go on drives like this where our quarterback and our receivers are just in sync with each other perfectly, so that's a touchdown there to get us a bit more of a comfortable lead. And then third interception of the game, you don't see that happening too often, but it just seemed to happen today. Deshaun Watson was off the mark, and now that was a 4th and 2 conversion we got there, and a lovely bit of sidestepping there from Yohan Blake. And this time he just runs it straight up the middle, killing the clock here. But we still have 1 quarter to go. And that's a nice take there. We don't often see Gatlin with the receptions. But then another interception in this game. So action is happening quickly here. But we still have a 2-point lead. So we end up winning that game. And that was just a quick look at the stats there of Yohan Blake. Now we're into another game here against the Green Bay Packers. I have Baker controlled on defense, but they go straight to the end zone and no one could jump with him there. Now this run of interceptions continues, but then there's a fumble and they retain possession, so fumble won't mean too much to us. Then we get a tackle in on Aaron Rodgers there. And now another interception. This really was a bad start to the video in terms of interceptions, but we're trying to sort this out. So we go down by 2 touchdowns, and Blake with a nice cut there, almost getting the first down. So on 2nd and 1 we decide we'll start throwing it here. We have a chance to move the ball. And there's Blake going straight up the middle. So I did figure out in these few games that running the Blake right up the middle instead of trying to run with Bailey all the time is beneficial to our offense. And now we give up a huge gap there and no one can run with him. I was hoping someone would be able to catch him with all the speed we have on our defense, but it didn't work out that way. Now Bailey sees a huge gap. He gets out to the sideline. We need to make plays happen quickly here. And that's a nice one to Coleman. Now a lovely catch there from Usain Bolt. I'd say that's the best reception we've had in this series. One-handed, and all the pressure was on him, but he managed to get it. Now we just run that in with Gatlin there. So we're backed up in our own end zone. Last 20 seconds of the game, but we can't get anything going, so just end up throwing an interception, and that's an unwanted loss for us. So now Ryan Bailey gets moving down the wing. The option play here is working out really well for us. They can't deal with it. Now we could throw it in the flat, but we throw it straight up the middle, and on 4th down, that was just what we needed there. Then we get to Ben Roethlisberger bringing him down. But they keep that drive alive, and now Ben, we finally get him to end the drive here. And yeah, they kick that field goal through. So here we have Blake running up the middle again. He's going to do that all episode for us. Now Bailey with his signature tuck and run. There we see Tyson Gay up the middle. He's been quiet in this episode, but we know he's capable of big plays. Now Bailey, I was looking to move up there and there should have been room to keep going, but he just gets the ball stripped, and somehow we finish this half at 6-all when we had plenty of chances to go well ahead. So what we're going to do in this half is just keep running Gatlin right up the middle, or Blake I should say, and there he goes, lovely sidestep. We get a favourable block, bit glitchy, but Blake goes straight to the end zone from halfway. Now we're getting sacking Ben again, but he keeps the drive going, and yeah, we get an intercept. So there's plenty of space if I had just been able to turn out to the right hand side of the field in time, but I didn't manage it. Now that was lucky we didn't lose that ball there. As a dangerous throw. And now we're finally getting a drive going here. This time it's Gatlin right up the middle. And who are we going to find on this play? Decide to pass it there rather than running it with Bailey. So Tyson Gay picks that reception up. And now Yohan Blake going straight up the middle again. And he's not going to be stopped from there. So that's the best passer rating and completion percentage we've had for Ryan Bailey. 5 out of 6. And then Yohan Blake with 133 yards. That's a season high for him. And then some of our receivers there. And Mike Rogers with 2.5 sacks. He's our highest sack maker on this team. And no bad defense there from our cornerback. And Odell Beckham gets a score on us. Now we're throwing it out to Powell. He doesn't get involved too often, but when he does, he makes great plays. This time it's Gatlin up the middle, making space. And on 4th down, that was just a bad throw. There should have been space to get him in the corner, but the throw let us down. And now we are just about going to make that trip tackle to get back from behind. But they have too much power in the running back, so we're down 14 points to 0 here in this game. So we're going to have to start throwing the ball, make some bigger plays. Do we have anyone open here? I go for a bit of a risky throw, but Bolt has safe hands. Now Coleman. And running Blake in for the 1st down. We should be able to box this in from here. Which we do. Easy run in for us. And now Cleveland are in our red zone, but we get the interception. We have got a few timely interceptions in this episode. Now we get it to Tyson Gay. And who's going to be free on us, for us here? Usain Bolt. I should get him more involved. I want to see him with a big play or even go deep to him, but I don't like those risky long passes because I'm so prone to having those throws intercepted. Now Bailey's going to run this time himself, almost gets to the 1st down, and we managed to punch it in again. There was just about 6 5-yard drives. Now the 2-point conversion to level it up. Bad throw, and yeah, we can't get the ball back from there, so we end up losing by 2 points. Now our next opponents are the Vikings, so starting off this game with a sack. And then Blake getting involved in the action yet again. I did move largely to running plays straight up the middle. And Blake is in there after a nice elusive juke move. Now, really bad user defending there, putting the tackle in when I was nowhere near him. But we do actually manage to catch up to him just to hold him out. Like, you should never give up hope there, because there is chance you'll stop him at the 5-yard line and then just be able to pile sack after sack on their quarterback. So we hold him to a field goal there. Now Bailey keeps this one himself, going to the outside. He's done that so many times for us. And we have an open man here. It's Christian Coleman, and their safety just went out of position there. It opened up so nicely for us. So that's a play I don't usually run, but when it's wide open, it's worth a shot. Now we keep a 14 points to 6 lead. Good that we're shutting out any potential touchdowns they could score. And we're just going to keep running it up the middle here with Blake while the clock is on our side. This time we're going to throw it out to Powell. Almost gets the first down. And then straight up the middle with Blake again. So I might get Gatlin more involved with the running game, since it's Blake doing all the work. But I have Gatlin as number 2 in our depth chart. Maybe I'll switch him to number 1 for a game. But yeah, we have a comfortable enough lead here, but one sidestep and all of our defenders were taken out of that play. Now we're just managing the clock here really, and a lovely sidestep from Blake again, and he's just in unbelievable form in this game. So the most weaviest run I've ever seen. Nice passer written there from Bailey in this game, and then Yohan Blake with 177 yards, season high for him. Now up against the Tennessee Titans. We have plenty of space out here on the right, and he looks like he could go all the way, but there's a covering defender. That was a good 50 or 60 yard run. Then we leave it to Blake to run it in for us, as he always does. Now I almost got fooled there with the handoff to Henry, but we get the sack and stop that drive. Now Bailey attacks the gap in between the two defenders, and that's exactly what we needed. I usually go right out to the edge and get tackled over the sideline, but this time just seen that gap in between the two of them and took advantage of it. Now we're getting pressure on the Tannehill in this game, but we have to watch out for Derrick Henry as well. But we get another sack there, so we have a chance here before the end of the half to get more points, but we don't manage it. So into the third quarter here, and Henry just gets tripped up, but they keep that drive going all the way down to our 1 yard line, and Henry's just going to run it straight in here. Our defenders are too small to deal with him really, but we're doing our best. Now Coleman gets that reception for us. Yohan Blake right up the middle again, and plenty of space from there. And Gatlin runs that one in. We do give Gatlin the chance to score a touchdown sometimes, so he'll be happy with that. Now the fumble and nobody home. LeSean Merritt's going to get another defensive touchdown for himself. Gotta love the way he's running back there, his run style. And we give up a soft touchdown there. Should have been able to get to the quarterback, but at the end of this game we just run some jet sweep plays, and you can see there a lot of players got in on the action on the running game for us. Bailey with the most of 135 yards. And now we're into the last game of this episode, so I will show our record in the next episode, but we are top of our division, and now we just about break through for the first down there, and we're trying to get another first down on 4th and 7, but we get stopped short. So we don't want to be giving Baltimore too many chances in this game to come back at us. Now the jet sweep here, make 5 yards on it, but we're looking for more. So there's a nice handoff to Blake, gets the first down. And this time Walter Dix, for some reason he comes into the game, even though I have him first on the depth chart for fullbacks because I've been trying to use him, but he just never comes onto the field for whatever reason. So unfortunately there we don't score after all of our attempts, and then they just throw a flat enough pass and run it all the way in. So now that's a nice take there from Tyson Gay, right in the middle of the pitch, and Bailey here is throwing a long one, and that was a beautiful pass. Works out well for us. Now at the end of the second half we have time here. Well, we have 25 seconds, just enough time to get a touchdown. There we go, out to Blake. He knows what to do, get out over the sideline. And we're looking for Coleman. We see him, and that's a lovely pass and catch. Coleman's positioning just seems to be so good when he's running through the middle of the pitch like that. Now Blake is charging through first. We see Marvin Bracey there, and that is an absolutely lovely throw and catch. So that's actually his first reception for us, but he doesn't come on the field often, but we made it work there. And now we're getting straight back on defense, getting a sack there, and then we give up the big play. Not what we wanted when we had them so deep back. And now on 4th down, 14 inches, they mess up, but they get the ball back. They're going to come at us again, and a bad pass gives us the interception, and this time it's Brommel who's running this one back, so that gives us a comfortable lead going into the end of the game. And with 16 seconds left, we get one more sack, and that wraps it up. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the next video out soon.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together.